Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about, is the sword more restricted when it's used with a shield? Okay. Typically people will say, well, if you got a shield in this hand and a sword in this hand, you cannot cut through your shield. So basically the shield is restricting. If I'm trying to cut there, I can't get there because the shield is in my way. Okay. Now usually they'll compare this with the longsword. Let me go get a longsword. Okay. Now with the longsword, people will say, yeah, this is not restricted, right? It can move in any which way. But here's the thing: when they say that, they're saying this out of the context of fighting. So they're not keeping things fair. They're saying that the sword is restricted with the shield in the context of fighting, but the longsword is not restricted, and they're saying that out of the context of fighting. Now, what exactly do I mean here? Okay, here I have a weapon that's pointing at me. Okay, this could be a spear or another sword or whatever, and there's basically 4 quadrants here. Okay, I cannot simply attack that quadrant without dealing with this weapon first. Okay? I am not free to attack anywhere as long as this is a threat to me. So with a two-handed weapon, I must always control the center line. So I must first deal with the weapon, and then I can attack. So if I want to attack that quadrant, I have to basically attach this weapon on this part of my sword and attack with that part of my sword up there. So I'm catching the opposing weapon on my strong, and I'm attacking with the weak. If I want to attack to that low quadrant over there, same thing. I have to control the other weapon while I attack. If I want to attack that quadrant up there, same thing. Okay, if I want to control that quadrant over there, same deal. Okay, I must always control this weapon when I attack, and I have to because, you know, I basically don't have a shield. Okay, I only have one weapon that must serve as shield and as sword. Okay. So I'm not free with the longsword to attack anywhere I want, even though I physically am. Okay, you know, out of the context of fighting, I'm absolutely free to move this sword any which way I want. In the context of fighting, I can only move this sword defensively, and that requires that I control the opposing weapon before I can attack any quadrant. Okay, so let's put this down for a second. Now with the sword and the shield, okay, I'm actually more free because basically I have 2 weapons here, and basically this shield is going to deal with that weapon. So as long as, and I don't actually even have to make contact, okay? As long as I got this shield between my body and that weapon, I am free to attack at least 3 of the quadrants without issue and independently, okay? I can actually even get to that 4th quadrant. You know, I just have to, you know, basically I can just dip below my shield, so I can come a top up around the shield. Okay, so I have ways to get to all 4 quadrants. So in the context of fighting, you know, the sword and the sword, when used with a shield, is actually less restricted. If I get rid of this shield, right, and now I'm using a single-handed sword, all of a sudden I'm now restricted. Even though the sword itself can physically move, you know, more freely, I now have to deal with this weapon before I attack. I can't just come in. I mean, even if that means, you know, grappling or something, I need to deal with this weapon. Okay, so it is incorrect to say that the sword is restricted if it's being used with a shield, okay? Because in the context of fighting, it is actually less restricted. Okay, if you're using a sword by itself, in more ways you are more restricted because you can only attack defensively. You need to use this for both defense and offense. Whereas if I'm using this with a shield, the shield can be on 100% defense, while this is on 100% offense. So there's some things for you guys to think about. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a member, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time.